Hi everyone. It's the Elite Licensor tutorial here. This video is going to show you the setup of Elite Licensor. Let's get started. If you are new to our channel, then please click on subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get more updated videos. And if you are already a subscriber to our channel, then thank you so much for subscribing. Elite Licensor appears to be a software tool designed to help manage product licensing for software developers and creators. It likely includes features such as generating unique licenses, verifying license validity, activating and deactivating licenses, usage analytics, trial periods, piracy protection, API integration, customization, and support for updates and many more. The plugin, developed by Appsbd, that create Elite Licensor official website for serving as the hub for all things related to Elite Licensor. On this site, you'll find comprehensive details about this licensing solution. The menu provides access to various sections, including features, pricing, add-ons, documentation, and a contact page. Additionally, a demo is available for you to explore before making a purchase decision. Now let's jump to the plugin. To license any plugin or software, first we have to create a product first. In the Licensor plugin, if you've developed your software or application using languages such as C++, PHP, Java, Python, etc., you also have the option to license that software or application through an Elite Licensor. Also, automatic licensing feature is only effective for WordPress themes and plugin. If you lack coding skills and aren't a developer, you have the opportunity to license your product using the WordPress auto license functionality. It's particularly beneficial for individuals with no coding experience. On this module, we can see there is no product created previously. For create a new product, we have to click on Add New button. First, we have to give the product name. Then give product base or slug. As this is a developer-based product, so we expect that you are a developer, so you should know the product base or slug. But if you are not a developer, then watch this video till the end, then you can also find the product base or slug. Here I use a non-licensed plugin named Elite Notification. As I am not a developer, so we have to find the base or slugs of this plugin. First, we have to install Elite Notification to get a base or slug. Elite Notification is the best WordPress marketing plugin to display sales, display review, display ratings, display donating, and skyrocket conversion rates. This plugin is designed for FOMO, allowing you to display also WooCommerce notifications like sales, review, comment, etc. After installation, go to the Elite Notification dashboard. In the URL, the value of the page is the base or slug of the Elite Notification. Simply copy it. Paste it on the Elite Licensor's new product base or slug. In request encryption, by this key, all activated or deactivated requests between this license server and your app will be encrypted. So we suggested here to make it auto-generate. But you can also set a key as you want. In Renew Link field, if you give a link, then it will show a button for renewing the license or support. The button will redirect to your custom link. Here we will keep it empty. In license prefix field, you can give here any short form or something else as you want. The prefix will be added when license generate. We give here EN, that's Elite Notification short form. If you have the product landing page link, then give here the link. We don't have the link, so we make it empty. If you enabled check license expiry on update, then the license expiry date need to be valid on update checking. We make this switch enable. If you enabled check support expiry on update, then support expiry date need to be valid on update. We also make this switch enable. If you enabled secure update encrypted, then it will encrypt update response to protect publicly distribution. So we enable this switch also. Then we make status switch enable. Now click on the Save button. The new product added to the product list. After the product adds to the list, you will get an option to generate license script. Click here to generate a license code for the Elite Notification. As I am using a WordPress plugin here, I am selecting WordPress. If you have a product that makes on PHP, C#, VB.NET, or Java, then you select those generation types and click on Next. You got a download script button. Click here, you will see a zip file downloaded. Extract the zip file as its folder name. In this folder, you get the Examplion simple folder. Open it and you can see the plugin or function.php file. Open it with your code editor. Here you get a code to apply your logic. Now go back and enter the Example3 full plugin folder. In this folder, you get a licensed plugin. As this is a WordPress plugin, so it makes a licensed plugin on this folder. To install it, you have to make it a zip file. Now go to another WordPress to install the Elite Notification License plugin. After activation, try to go to the Elite Notification dashboard. Here, you will see that the plugin will ask you for a license code. You can update and delete any product by clicking Edit and Delete buttons. Upon product creation, the next step involves establishing a corresponding license type. License type refers to the kind of license that is permanent or subscription-based for a specified duration. In the license type module, you can see that there is some license type created previously. Now we add a new license type. Here we have to give license title, enable expiry in days, has support in days, extra param, max domain, verification required, and status. In the license title, we are giving agency yearly. Then you have to enable expiry in days and give in the input field to 365 days for the yearly license type. But if you want to create a lifetime license type, then don't enable it. In has support in days, you can select as you want. I make the extra param empty. Now in the max domain, I will set it to 1000 domains. In verification required, we set it to 50. It is a very useful feature. For example, if your license is a 1000 domains license, then it could have a chance to distribute publicly. This feature can protect your license from public distribution. If you set 50 in the verification required input, then the licensor will allow the license without any verification until 50 domains. After 50 domains, means from the 51st domain it will wait for admin approval. And you will get 2 buttons to allow and deny the domain in the active domain list. If you don't want to use it, then set this value 0. Then make the status on and click on the Save button. We can see that a new license type is created after saving. If you need to change anything, then you can click on the Edit button and update it. Also, if you want, then you can delete any license type. In the Product Licenses module, you can see that no product licenses were created earlier. Now we will add a new product license. For that, we have to click on Add New. In previous videos, we created Elite Notifications on the Product module and some license types on the License Type module. Here we have to select the product and the license type and enable status. Then click on the Save button. We can see that a new product license has been added to the Product License module. It is very easy to use. Now we will add some more product licenses one by one. You can update and delete any client by clicking the Edit and Delete buttons. Now go to the Client module. Here we don't create clients manually. Our clients are automatically generated from the API or from the marketplace. But here I will show you how to create a client manually. We can see there is no client created earlier. Now we will create a new client, so we need to click on Add New button. Now we have to give the client's name, company, email, country, and status, and then click on the Save button. We can see a new client has been added to the client list. You can update and delete any client by clicking the Edit and Delete buttons. Once a client has been created, you gain the ability to generate licenses for that specific client. Normally, we don't create licenses manually. Our licenses are automatically generated from the API or from the marketplace. But here I will show you how to create a license manually. We can see there is no license created previously. Now we will create a new license, so we need to click on Add New button. First, we have to search client. Previously, we create a test client. Right here, test, and we found the test client. Select it. In product, we have to select the product. In the license, we have to select the license type. In max domain, set it to 1. Verification domain, set it to 0. License expiry, set it to 1 year. License type param, keep it empty. Other param, keep it empty. Extra param, always try to keep it empty. Support status, select day interval and set to 1 year. In license code, if you want, then you can create as you want, or you can enable the auto-generated. Then select status. Here we get 4 statuses: active, refunded, inactive, and free. We select here free. Now click on the Save button. We can see a new license create on the list. Clicking on the Details button, you can see the license details. If you want, then you can update or delete any list by clicking on the Edit or Delete button. Also, if you click on the License Action button, you will get all details, and you can change the license status and give extra action. In extra action, you can select remove the license from the active site or remove the plugin from the active site, or you can select both. You get the remove type option. Here you have to select Let me choose domain or all domain. If you select Let me choose domain, then after clicking on the next button you have to select the domain and then click on the process button. Since we see that no domain has been activated before, we cannot select a domain here. So click on the close button. Or if you select all domains, then after clicking on the next button it will show a remove all licenses for active registered domain message. In the Product Update module, we can see that there is no product in the product update list. Now we will create a new product update, so we have to click on the Add New. Here we have to select the product. In the new version, we give 1.2. If you want to provide an update for the WordPress plugin or themes, then you need to input here the minimum required WordPress version. But if the update is for your custom web app, then you need to input your app's minimum version here. Now we are giving the WordPress version here, which is 5.2. We have tested this plugin on WordPress 6.1, so in tested field I am giving 6.1. In banner, we have to give a select banner from media or upload a banner. In the download link, we have to select the plugin or upload the plugin. In the change log, we give test. In the updates description, give update test. Also, if you want, then you can add the custom section. In this section, you have to give the section name and additional section. If you want, then you can add more additional sections by clicking on Add Additional Section button. You can also delete an additional section by clicking on the right top cross icon. After finishing, click on Save. Now we can see that a new product add to the product update list. In status, we can do inactive it or make active. We want to activate it, so we click on Make Active. If you want to update and delete any list, then click on the Edit and Delete button. An application programming interface API is a way for two or more computer programs to communicate with each other. It is a type of software interface that offers a service to other pieces of software. Before I begin, I want you to see how you can get the API's documentation. For that, you have to go to api.elitelicensor.com. Here you will find all documentation of the Elite Licensor API. Here we see that some API list was created previously. Notice that in the top right, there is an endpoint link. It will need when you want to connect with third-party apps or software. Now, if you want to create a new API, click on Add New. Here we have to give the API title, API key, API IP, status, and API permissions. First, give API title. In the API key field, you can create a custom key as you want, or otherwise you can enable auto-generate. Auto-generate creates a code with its own feature. Enter the IP address in the API IP field. If you set the API IP here, you will not be able to access this API with another IP. Only the IP you entered in the API IP field can access the API. I'm keeping it empty now. Then enable status. In API permissions, you can give add, edit, and view access to clients, licenses, and products. After filling up all requirements, you have to click on the Save button. Then you will see a new API create in the list. Third-party apps need your endpoint and API key to connect. Give them that data so they can use the API permissions you've given them. You can update and delete any API list by clicking the Edit and Delete button. Request Manage is a wonderful feature of the Elite Licensor. It is mainly used to reduce the load on your server. Here we see that no request manage has been created previously. So now we are adding a new request. We have to give the title, duration, counter, and status, then click on the Save button. Here we give the title 2 hours, then give the duration 2 hours, counter 2 times, and lastly we have to on the status switch, and click on the Save button. Here, the licensor checks the license on the background every 2 hours until 2 times. If there are no other requests, then it follows the request created last time. Here last time we create 2 hours. But remember, if you check the license in a short time, then it will create so much load on the server. We create another request that's a title we give per day, then give duration 1 day and make counter 5 times, lastly on the status switch. Now here the licensor checks the license on the background every 1 day until 5 times. If there are no other requests, then it follows the request created last time. Here last time we create per day. We create another monthly request. The title we will give is monthly, then give a duration of 1 month and make counter 2 times. Lastly, you have to on the status switch. Now here the licensor checks the license on the background every 1 month until 2 times. If there are no other requests, then it follows the request created last time. Here last time we create monthly. From now the licensor will check the license after activation the product or plugin. First it will check license within 2 hours and 2 times. After that, it will check the second configuration, where the license will be checked once a day for a total of 5 times. This means the test will be done once a day for 5 days. Again after this, it will check the third configuration where it will check the license once a month for a total of 2 times. This means the test will be done once every month for 2 months. Since this is the last configuration, it will continue. You can configure it as you want, depending on your customers. You can also update any requests by clicking on the Edit button. To delete any request, you have to click on the Delete button. Remember, if your customer license is ever deactivated or reactivated, it will start again from the first configuration. On Email Template module, here we can see that 2 email template is ready for us. One is the client welcome message and another is the new license created message. Now if want, then you can update it as you want. For updates, you have to click on the Edit button. In right side, you can see some properties. Here you get the property and description. For this, you can use those properties in the mail template. In the subject and content, you can give text as you want. In status, keep it enable and then click on the Update button. Here on WordPress Auto License module, you can see an animation of how WordPress Auto License works. WordPress Auto License integration is for those clients who don't want to do any task manually. It means zero coding. This feature is fully helpful for those people who don't have any programming knowledge. Here we can see that there is no licensed plugin created previously. Now we upload a plugin for the auto license. So click on the Updated New Plugin or Theme button. First, you have to select the product. Then upload or drag-drop your WordPress plugin or theme from your PC. If your product has an admin menu, then keep it as it is. If not, then enable it. Then select the menu icon type. You can upload your custom icon if you select the file type icon. Here we select the CSS class type icon. In the icon class, give the dash icon class. Here we give dash icons bell. In license instruction, we keep it empty. Then click on the next button. Here you can see product details. Here select the license version. Then click on download. You will see the license plugin downloaded. Install it on your other WordPress site. After installation, the plugin will want a purchase code and mail from you. Here you enter the license code to activate the plugin. On Add-on module, here we can see that 2 add-on is available right now on the Elite Licensor. One is WooCommerce add-on. This is an extension for WooCommerce, which is also an add-on for Elite Licensor. It generates license codes for digital products in WooCommerce. Users can view the license code and their order details. The license is automatically disabled in cases of order refunds, cancellations, or failures. Another add-on is Elite Member Area. Within this platform, you have effortless control over licenses and coupons. Delight in the ease of generating, modifying, and monitoring coupon codes for your users. Elevate your user experience with this add-on, unlocking the benefits of both license and coupon management features. To install, click on the Install button. For View Details, click the View Details button. In the future version, hope there will be more add-ons added by the Elite Licensor. Be aware of null version add-ons that can be harmful to your main licensor app. Webhooks are automated messages sent from apps when something happens. In the Webhooks module here we see a list was created previously. Now we create a new webhook. For that we click on Add New. In the title we give Test. In the context of webhooks, a private key is mainly used to ensure the security and integrity of the communication between the sender and the receiver. In the private key, we give test 1 2 3 4 5 6. Make the status switch enable. Remore URL means this app allows the system to send real-time data or notifications to another system by sending an HTTP request to the given URL whenever a certain event or trigger occurs. If you create an event from this app, then it will send a notification on this link. On remote URL we give www.testurl.com. On events, we can see two event switch. One is the client creation event switch, and another is the license creation event switch. You can enable any one or both of events as your requirement. Here we make those switches enable. Then click on the Save button. We can see that a new webhook create on the list. From this list, you can also activate or inactive those events and also statuses. For client creation testing, you can use Send on Client Test Request. Here you have to select the client and click on Send button. The select client will get a mail about client creation. For license creation testing, you can use Send on License Test Request. Here you have to select the license key with the client name and click on Send button. The selected license key client get a mail about license creation. You can also update and delete any list by clicking on the Edit and Delete button. The Setting module, we get some tab options. First tab is the Settings tab. In this tab, you get Enter API Endpoint field. You can customize your API endpoint link as you want. An API endpoint is a specific URL that an API exposes to enable communication between different software applications. It represents a particular resource or functionality provided by the API. You can customize your API endpoint link as you want. We give here LIC. We can see on the right side of your API URL endpoint link has changed when we change on Enter API Endpoint field. Careful about changing the API endpoint because all older version product like app, plugin, theme etc. won't be valid anymore. You have to update old version product. Here you also can see full API documentation by clicking on View Details API Documentation. In the Auto Ban Host field, it will ban those hosts which will get failed responses on active product events more than this limit. In the extra market details, we keep it empty, but you can give market details like E equals Envato, D equals Dilmar, etc. On below right side, we can see that a low test domain. If you enable it, then your customer can install your licensed plugin on the local server. Here we give some popular local server lists that are allowed by the Elite Licensor. It is a new feature recently Elite Licensor added. Then click on the Save button. Secondly, on the Ban Host Link tab, you get the ban host name, IP, request counter, and status. If you want, you can unban any host from here. Then on the API Message tab, you will get all API messages. If you want to change any message, edit as you want and click on the Update button. On the License Info tab, you get the information about your license key. Also, if you want, then you can deactivate your license by clicking on the Deactivate License button. That concludes our overview of the setup of Elite Licensor. We hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more updated videos.